Dancers, have you ever felt like you can't remember choreography? No matter how much time you spend on it, no matter how hard you try in class, it feels like it's a struggle and you are always forgetting what comes next. This is something a lot of dancers struggle with, especially as beginner dancers. We're not used to memorizing such long sequences of choreography. And so today's video is giving you some tips for how to make that a little bit easier and things that you can be doing on your own or at home to help retain that choreography. Okay, so let's say you're learning a piece of choreography. Let's say that it's just an 8 count, okay? We're looking and using all of our senses to learn this piece of choreography. That's tip number 1. So watch the choreography, listen to the counts or listen to the words of the choreography, what the teacher's saying, what the steps are. And then I want you to actually physically do the choreography when you're learning it as well. I tend to find that when I'm learning choreography, I like to watch it first and listen at the same time, and then I will do the choreography. And then I kind of alternate between that, watching, doing, and that helps me a lot in being able to see all of the details of that piece of choreography. Next one is actually marking the technique can be really helpful. So say you're doing that same 8 count and you're gonna mark it instead of doing it completely full out. So say you have like a leap and a double pirouette in this 8 count. What you're not going to do is do that leap, full split leap and double pirouette every single time. Sometimes that can help actually, but it also I think ends up being more tiring on your body and just more repetition is not always better. So what I like to do is mark it a few times, try it full out, make sure I have it in my body. I kind of alternate between watching, doing it full out, watching, marking it, and kind of going from there. And I find that to be extremely helpful as well. Another great tip for memorizing choreography is actually putting the movements into chunks. So say you have that 8 count and it's a chasse, step, passe leap, step, prep, double pirouette. Okay, so we go chasse 1, 2, step 3, jump 4, step 5, prep 6, turn 7, turn 8, okay? So let's say that's our piece of choreography. Instead of thinking about every single count being individual, maybe you memorize the first 4 counts and then the last 4 counts. So by breaking it up into sections, you're thinking, okay, chasse, step, leap is the first 4, and then step, prep, pirouette is the second 4. That helps you kind of chunk things together so you're not getting stuck on each individual count, especially when the tempo speeds up and you're trying to remember what that movement is. You don't have time to think about each individual count because you do need to memorize what's happening next and be prepared for those transitions. If you're doing this piece of choreography to music, I find that knowing the counts versus the lyrics helps a lot better in knowing what the choreography is. Sometimes choreographers or teachers are giving you movements that are specific to the lyrics. And even if you have a teacher that only teaches to the lyrics, you can still figure out what those counts are, and that might help you memorize it a little bit easier too. So instead of focusing on exactly what word you're doing the jump or what word of the song you're doing the leap or the turn or the extension, you're actually able to give it some count so you can stay on that timing. You don't have to rely on the music so much. It's also helpful if one day you change the music and you want to do this piece of choreography to another song. And that versatility is what we definitely need as dancers too. All right, so let's put everything together. I'm going to show you that example choreography that I talked out for you earlier, and then we're going to use one of these tips to see if it helps you memorize the choreography a little bit better. So let's try chasse step. We're going to do like a passe jump here, and then we'll go step prep, double pirouette, okay? Now I'm not wearing socks, so hopefully I can do this double pirouette. Okay, let's try it. So I'm gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll count with you as we go. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, chasse. I forgot to count, hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's the choreography. And I realized I did the chasse on the wrong foot, so then I ended up doing passe on the back leg. Whatever you want, okay? Let's try that one more time. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, chasse, step up, step, prep, double pirouette. All right, So what I did the first time, I gave you counts. The second time, I said the names of the movements out loud, okay? So now I want to put it into chunks and try that tip and see if it helps you memorize the choreography a little bit easier. So I'm going to do just the first 4 counts. So chasse, step, jump. That's the first section. The second section, after I land from that jump, the second section is step, prep, double pirouette, okay? So if we memorize that first chunk and the second chunk, easy, right? So now I want you to do it. I'm not gonna do it with you. I'm just going to count, and I want you to see if you can do that same piece of choreography, just the 8 count, solely with the counts and without my help. Ready? I'll say 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'll count on 1. That's when you do the chasse. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How did it go? Was it easy? Was it hard? Maybe this tip is helpful for some pieces of choreography and not others. Maybe it works for you and not someone else. Try different ways, figure out the best way that you can learn to help you understand that choreography and pick it up even faster, especially when you're in an audition process where you have to learn choreography and then perform it right away. It can be really intimidating to pick up all of these details and still be able to do it perfectly on the floor. So let me know which one of these tips helped you the most. Leave it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.